Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Joey Panic. Ringling Brothers Circus takes one final bow, but what could it mean to the circus heritage here on the Suncoast? Plus, could some major changes be coming to the NBA? We'll discuss.
Hi, I'm Bello Knock. We all have our favorite childhood books, but how many of them are actually written by a kid? We'll interview a young author about her new book.
I'm Bobette. Cold and flu season is upon us, and since I'm a germaphobe, I need to know which remedies actually work to protect us from getting sick. We'll find out the answer.
And I'm Marcia Panucci, host of Animal Outtakes. Ladies' Night on St. Armand Circle is back with great stores and can't miss deals. We'll have a preview of this month's celebration, all that and more right now on the Suncoast View.
And welcome to the show. Stephanie and Linda are off, so I'm happy to be sitting. Bobette, you are holding down the fort. Yes. But we're very happy to have Bello Knock and Marcia Panucci with us.
Oh, it's great.
Yes.
Oh, I'm loving this.
I know.
Oh, yes.
We're picking up on some chemistry over there.
Oh, I see.
But it is a good way to kick off the week. And actually, Bobette, you've had quite a long day because you started at the Martin Luther King breakfast. Tell us about
this
it.
morning at 7:30. It was an annual event. It's always great to see it, and you have a lot of influential people in the community all come together to kind of discuss and just be thankful for the progress we have made and just encourage people to make progress moving forward for all minorities and disenfranchised communities. So it was just an amazing experience. This year, the speaker was the Honorable Charles E. Williams. He's a local judge, and when I say he kind of riled the crowd up, he spoke about just how any person, child or adult or whatever, can make a change. And you don't have to actually be someone who is a judge like him to do something that inspires others and just kind of just push forward.
Well, don't you get to that place by being inspirational, inspiring at a very young age? So it doesn't matter.
True.
You can, if you're
That's
passionate,
what he was
you
saying.
can make an impact.
There were a lot of kids there, and he was talking to the kids. You too can do something. You don't have to be an adult. And a lot of things in history that changed came about from children.
What a wonderful way to start the week, and what a great way to honor someone who still has left such a legacy.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick on you, but I have been stalking you. I also saw that on Friday you went to Oslo Rep. Tell us about the opening of the show. I was so happy to see you went.
I did. So we went to the opening of the society. It was an amazing show. This is my friend Keenan. He ran for county commissioner, or I'm sorry, city commissioner for Bradenton, and we've had multiple debates about history, and I said, I am going to prove to you I'm right. Took him to society to actually prove to him, and at the end of the show, he was like, you're right.
I love it. Yes, well, it's good time at Oslo Rep, and they're opening multiple shows, and we're actually going to have Michael Edwards on later this week, so we'll hear more. He'll want your review.
It was an amazing show. It's a way to learn history, learn about civil rights, learn about the president, learn about so many different things that was going on, you know, back in the early and late 60s. And it's just like, none of the things that were in the play are things I learned in school.
Oh, wow.
I was entertained through the entire thing, and I learned history on another level.
Oh, good. I can't wait to hear more about it. The Great Society, I think, is the one. So
they made it entertaining.
Very exciting. Well, speaking of entertaining, we have one of our favorites in the kitchen today. We have Paulette from the Spice and Tea Exchange. Paulette, what are we making today?
Well, we're going to do some different Super Bowl game day easy appetizers.
Oh.
So we're going to do some different dips and some bacon-wrapped jalapenos.
Oh, nice. A little spice. When you say Super Bowl, I think it can't be time yet, but it is, of course. It's coming up in a couple weeks. Well, we cannot wait to join you in the kitchen. We also, you've made us a little bit of a, it's
Tati.
a little treat. Yes, a little toddy.
It's a tati.
It's a hot toddy.
It is. You said that January is National Hot Tea Month.
Yes, January is National Hot Tea Month, and so you have a ginger turmeric tea, which is an herbal tea, caffeine-free, and full of health benefits. And it's also really nice iced as well.
Oh, nice.
That's very lovely.
It is nice.
I know. Well,
Smooth.
Can you overdo it?
I don't think so.
No. Okay,
No.
you can't overdose on turmeric, can you? It's a good thing.
I hope not.
Well, you may have noticed actually that Linda Carson has not been with us this week or last week, but there's a very good reason. She is actually on vacation in Africa, and we have been watching her Facebook photos are amazing. She's on a safari. It looks like she is having the time of her life. That you can see there's a little lion behind her, and then the view. These are amazing. We're really excited. We're gonna
And always fashionable.
Oh my
Did you
goodness.
notice?
Only
They
person
said-
on a safari wearing bright blue.
Yes, they told her you can't wear anything flashy because it might distract the animals or attract them, and she thought, I don't have anything to wear that is not.
Right.
The sweetest thing is that one of her grandkids said, Grandma, don't get eaten. Will you please come back? But so she will be back, and on Monday we're going to recap her trip, and we're very much looking forward to it. Well, it is time for our first hot topic, and it may be the end of an era for a Suncoast staple and for the greatest show on earth. The news broke this weekend that Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus would close its doors this spring after 146 years. Feld Entertainment, based right here on the Suncoast, has cited low ticket sales and tough regulations as the reason for the closing. The circus removed elephants from their shows last spring after complaints from animal rights groups. Now, this story has made national news, but it certainly hits close to home with the large number of circus performers making their home right here on the Suncoast. So, Bello, you know, we have you here, and there couldn't be a better person to talk about this. Everyone's concerned that this is a signal that is the end of circus altogether.
And thank you for having, you know, ironically, I'm here on the same day, and thanks for opening that up. What a great topic, because it's not the end of the circus. The circus has been around longer than Ringling has been around, and it'll be around a lot longer after Ringling is gone. It's not the end of the circus. There are people who are wholeheartedly passionate about it, and although you can't sell the same thing year after year, it constantly needs to change, and change is inevitable. And so,
well, a lot of
be on the
people talk
lookout.
about the animal rights groups and losing the elephants. Ringling took the elephants out of the circus last spring, and people have thought that that is the decline, but actually ticket sales have been down for the last 10 years.
That's right. So they've saw a steady decline over the past 10 years. Historically, the greatest show on earth, just that name, and circus has always been about these iconic images, featured headliners and the exotics from around the world. Well, about 10 years ago, they, in a way, that company made a conscious decision to take away that. My problem is, the thought is, once you keep taking away ingredients, how long until you don't have what you actually set out to make? So although change is inevitable, I don't know if they were the right changes or if they didn't see it. I don't know.
You know, it's funny because one of the organizations that I always knew, even though they had animals in their show, that took care of their animals and their animals were treated well, was Feld. And I know with them going away, now you don't have that staple to set the standard for the others in the organization or in this field. And that's what I'm concerned about, because they did set a standard. And with that standard, other people look to them for direction. How did they treat their animals? How did they do this? How did they do that?
Yeah. That's very good. It's not the only elephant in the room, right? Even elephants leaving and that. Look, people and animals should all be treated with care. I believe everyone always tries to do their best. Were they the biggest one out there? Absolutely. You know, the Feld company, it's not like they're saying that the circus didn't make money. I believe they're refocusing on other avenues in their business, which is monster trucks. They just took on Sesame Street Live. They'd have a lot of other productions that are family oriented. So the argument that kids don't pay attention or that kids, that there's these struggling things, I don't know that that's a great argument, because there are circuses around the world. My Broadway show sells out. There are people out there, not just me, there are people out there who are always looking for that fresh and exciting new way to capture the attention. So of course it's got to be reimagined, and so I'm excited for the future of circus.
So the field isn't going away. I mean, you're doing very well. Nick Willenda's doing well. Our own Circus Arts Conservatory here is doing well. So maybe is it just the three-ring idea that is not?
It's not even the three-ring idea. It is that company decided to, look, it's very sad. My parents came to America to work for Ringling Brothers. They have been around, they have done entertained millions of people. It is very sad that an iconic brand is closing, but it's not the circus. Ringling Brothers separated themselves from the word circus long ago. So circus will be very good. The three-ring arena circuses will keep going. But it was, I'm sorry to put it, maybe just the way they did it, and they didn't find the bullseye with the arrow. It doesn't mean everyone else didn't or those of us in this young generation, see that? Young generation, are striving to get people's attention. And again, I'm excited about the future. I can't release what my next steps are, but I promise I'll bring it to you guys when I do it. But it only invigorates me to do, to do more.
That's great.
So it is only one company closing their doors of circus.
Well, we're excited to see how then the art form will evolve. We do obviously feel for the families on the Suncoast, the circus families, and hope that they can find the next move for
You're
them.
right. Circus Arts Conservatory, circus schools, and circus companies around the world
Going
are
strong,
doing well.
not going
Yes, yes,
away.
that's
Well, all right. And keeping in that same vein, another entertainment industry may see major changes due to shifting tastes. But this time, it's not the circus, it's the world of basketball. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver recently spoke on an idea to tighten up the last few minutes of their games in order to, get this, keep millennial viewers watching. Silver says back-to-back timeouts, replays, and teams fouling one another to stop the clock are all slowing games down considerably, and that needs to be fixed. So, all right, here's the question. Do you think this is the fault of the viewers, or is this the fault of the industry for letting the game stretch out too long?
I don't think that we should be adjusting the game to let millennials watch. I think that's a bit much. I mean, if you're playing a game, you need the best strategy. If someone is at the line and you need to foul them, you need to foul them. And if you need to call a timeout right before they take that shot, you need to. It's about the competition of the game, not people watching. When you start focusing on the audience, then you get outside of the game, then you start thinking about other things. And
The game is the game.
Yeah.
I mean, why are we changing the rules of the game? I
yeah,
don't
for
understand
years.
this. You could say that about a baseball
Yeah.
game, too. They're very, very long.
Well, I hope the NBA just watches the last segment we did, because if you try to please only one person, you might fall into a problem. You need to listen to the mass of the people, and they'll let you know what they want to see by buying a ticket.
It's true, and I mean, I hate to call foul, sorry, bad pun,
Yes,
but
yes.
Movies have gotten longer, so I don't buy the whole short attention span. Movies are still two and a half hours, so I don't think people are losing their attention span. I think people will always leave a game early so they can get good, so they can
Get into their cars and get out of the parking lot.
But also, it depends on the group. Millennials tend not to be sports fans. I'm not trying to, lump everyone. Yes, there are some that really like it and they're avid, but they're more tech savvy. They're not, a lot of sport fans are former players. They played in Pee Wee, or they played in high school, or they played in something like that, so they have that drive. But if you're not one of the groups that tend to play sports, you're not going to watch it as much.
But those of us who are young at heart, I'm watching the circus kind of take a sidestep, and now we're talking about the NBA. Now, wait a minute. This is what this country was built on.
That's right.
And I'm all for change. I love change.
Absolutely.
But as a performer, we've talked about this, you and I, you change about 25% of your program and you leave just everything else the same. And that's how you make change within the industry. They're throwing out everything, basically.
I wonder if people really, as a mass, are saying, we'd rather have quality rather than quantity. Maybe they're saying, don't waste our time. Don't take our time for granted. You know what I mean? If you're going to do something, whether it's a show, a product, a game, let's get in there and play the game.
That's true. I mean, if we shrink every art form to hold people's attention, then everything will be
And
amazing.
where else, I do have to go back to the circus,
Yes,
because where else could you see those beautiful animals?
Oh, absolutely.
And Animal Outtakes did 2 shows
Really?
with the elephant conservation. And I can tell you, no plug here, they were outstanding with the animals. You could see that they were not abused, because animals don't forget. Just because especially the elephants. So for those of us who have been around a little bit, you talked about the Great Society. You didn't know things, but I lived it. So this is kind of disturbing.
Yes. Well,
I mean, I just
we're
don't
not
understand.
fans.
You can't just change things just because, it's hard for me to see that someone's not watching it only because of those timeouts and things at the end. The end of the game is usually the most exciting time.
Yeah,
that's when you're
absolutely.
telling them to call or foul, and that's when you start yelling at the TV. And I'm thinking, if you're not watching, if you're not liking that, chances are you don't like the sport. So nothing is going to bring you in.
Well, you're not in the washroom in the last 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, Beth, you talked about school, and I'm actually glad you did not go to this school. So, all right, I wonder, how big was your graduating class? Well, this next school may have you beat if you weren't homeschooled. A school in rural China has only 2 students in it, with one teacher who has taught there for nearly 35 years. He acts as the school's cook, the teacher, and the head of transportation. Despite the urbanization of Chinese cities leaving rural schools underattended, he manages to stay open purely out of his dedication to his small community.
Is his students his kids?
No, but there's the 2 students. So you are
they're
either
not his kids.
you are the top of the class or the bottom of the class.
Yes, I was
That would
number
be
2.
horrible.
You're salutatorian. I said, I mean,
That'd
you
be
know, what
horrible.
happens at prom? You know, for,
You go with it. What if there's 2 guys?
Hey, well, you know what? There's no
It-
choice.
That very small school of just 2 might become very popular, and more people might want to come there, and then a majority will come there, and they'll
That's
leave
right.
someone else with 2. It'll be
Hold strong.
Well,
or the
they know
graduating
each
class
other.
moves on.
I graduated with a class of 860. I recently had a reunion. I didn't know 1/3 of the people.
Well, there's no
Oh, wow.
sitting in the back of class and trying to,
Right.
You
to
get a
pause.
lot of attention in just a school of 2.
Exactly.
I don't know if I want that kind of attention.
All right, well, it is time to check in with our happy hour forecast. And when we come back, Dr. Jenny has some tips on how we can avoid the cold and flu season.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. Looking pretty good this afternoon. Again, another warm day today. We had a few clouds around this morning and early afternoon. Still there. We have partly cloudy skies. 77 though on the temperature, and the dew point still way up there at 59 degrees. Winds out of the east at 11. The pressure 30-21. And as far as rain goes, there are some showers down to our south, mainly near Naples and also near Fort Myers, just south thereof, pushing off to the northwest. No rain here, really. The clouds will be sticking around through the evening hours. We'll look for partly cloudy skies and little or no chance for any significant rainfall. And temperatures around the state pretty much all in the 70s right now. 72 in Pensacola, 76 now Tallahassee. A little bit warmer in Orlando at 80 degrees, 79 in Miami. And around here, temperatures all into the mid to upper 70s with the exception of Mayaca City now at 80 degrees. It's 79 in Arcadia, 77 in Inglewood, and Cortez now at 76 degrees. We'll let you know about the rest of the week's forecast. Details on our rain chances coming up at 5. See you then.
We're smack in the middle of cold and flu season, and health officials say the presence of the flu virus in our area is on the rise. But there are things we can do to protect ourselves and our families. So, of course, we're going to ask Dr. Jenny Wilkins from Age Vital Pharmacy about what works and what doesn't. All right, Dr. Jenny, you know how I get. I don't like to touch anything that I think is germy, so tell me, what can I do to stay healthy?
Always make sure your immune system is enhanced, and by enhancing your immune system, meaning get lots of sleep, eat lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, simple things, exercise daily, and then take precautionary, things like don't drink after somebody. I see people sharing drinks all the time. You don't know when somebody might have caught the virus.
Or on the verge to.
Right, because usually when a bacterial infection hits or a viral infection, it hits you a week before you actually feel the symptoms. So someone might have been sick last Monday, right? You could be sick next Monday. That's when the symptoms actually start to
avoidable.
occur.
I think all of us kind of just resolve that, all right, at some point this season we're going to get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why everybody gets sick is because of all the hustle and bustle, and then it gets cold, and then you put on the heater, and the heater dries up the membranes in your sinuses. So that right there exposes you to getting sick. So during the cold season, that's why you get a cold in the cold season, you're making sure that you're going to be taking supplements, over-the-counter supplements that you can buy at my facility at Age Vital. Make sure that they're regulated supplements, not, synthetic supplements, because a lot of the over-the-counter vitamins are genetically modified versions.
You mentioned, supplements and over-the-counter, but there are some things in our minds that we all kind of try to do to not get sick.
Yeah.
So, for instance, like I'll take vitamin C. Is that a good idea?
Vitamin C is great. Because
What about a shot?
A vitamin C shot is even better. You can come to me and I'll give you a vitamin C injection. Knocks it right out.
No, I wasn't thinking about a shot like that. I was thinking like a shot of liquor.
That's true.
Oh, a vitamin C
Whiskey's an
shot.
old wives' tale, right? A little shot of hot toddy.
Yeah, hot toddy. Like, you get a shot of whiskey, maybe a little bit of honey in there.
Well, there is some truth to that, especially with viral infections, because nothing really attacks a virus, right? That's actually like a mutated, you can't even classify a virus as something living. It almost looks like a little robot, and I wish I would have brought a little picture of it. It does. It almost looks like a little drill, like an oil drill in there, but something like alcohol can kill a virus, so that's really good. But then right after you do that, if it's virus, you can tell you normally run a lower fever, not a high fever. Bacterial infections, you run a high fever, and viral infections, you run a low fever, so you're like a 96, 97 temperature. So then you know, it's like, okay, I'm going to take this little shot of whiskey or a little shot of vodka, you know, but then you're loading up on vitamins and minerals and enzymes.
Real quick, echinacea, right?
Yeah, echinacea is
Does
another
echinacea work?
one.
People talk
Echinacea,
about
there's
it.
so many dangers, and a lot of my customers take echinacea for colds, but echinacea actually blocks thyroid. So when you're blocking thyroid, it weakens your immune system, so you're going to get cold, you're going to get chilled, you know, so it hyperstimulates your thyroid gland. So echinacea, you know, that's actually just like
That's
a
a
myth.
bad one.
Right, it's an herbal supplement, and a lot of herbal supplements are, you know, overly concentrated versions of big pharma meds, and you know how anti-big pharma I am. So only put in your body what God created to be
And what
in
about
your body.
airborne? I take airborne.
Airborne has some good and some bad. It's not a regulated supplement, so it's not CGMP. Like all my supplements are good manufacturing processes. So
Speaking of your supplements, you brought some. Tell us
Yes.
about the one in there.
Yeah, I have my Aroma Zinc. Zinc is a mineral that's very important for fighting viral infections. So, you know, you're starving those little mechanical things that are in there because it can't attack a cell if, you know, you have a mineral in there attacking that virus.
And how does zinc interact with other things? Isn't there something you're not supposed to drink with zinc, or you can't have citrus? Is there something to
Zinc,
avoid?
this is why I have it by itself. Very good question. You take zinc by itself in the morning. It actually gives you energy, but it enhances the immune system. So you're taking it, immune system function also blocks estrogen in the body too. So too much estrogen, equals fat and can also weaken your immune system as well.
All right, going to the center. What's that
my
one?
metabolic immune, this is probably my most popular seller because I have all of the antioxidants in there. So all the vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, probiotics, all in one blend. So when you're sick, I usually recommend taking it 3 times a day, 1 scoop, mix it with water or your favorite smoothie. During the flu season, I recommend taking it every single day just to make sure that you don't, you know, compromise your immune system.
Yeah.
As a blocker.
And then vitamin
ninja.
C, Bobeth
Yeah.
had asked about earlier.
I make it in a chewable form, but I also do it in an injectable form in my store. But vitamin C is great for blocking histamine in the body. So the more histamine you have in your body, then you're getting the itchy and the sniffles. So if you have allergies, the allergies will expose you and compromise your immune system too. So taking vitamin C, lots of vitamin C will block that
Vitamin C is the
histamine.
only one you can't overdo, is that right?
You cannot overdose on vitamin C. Yeah, it's great. And it's great for those pot bellies. I think we talked about the pot bellies.
Pass
Reducing
them.
that.
I would take off
Take them all at once right now. All right, well, thank you so much, Dr. Jenny. And you guys can talk to Dr. Jenny, too, at her Age Vital Pharmacy off Main Street in downtown Sarasota, or you can go to their website, agevital.com, and then get all the information you need there. Next, we're going to interview a kid who's now become an author. We'll be right back.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
Flooring Depot has been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties for over 20 years with the best products and installation. Flooring Depot offers carpet, tile, hardwood, and more. Before you buy, give us a try. Stop by our showroom or visit us on the web at bestvaluecarpet.com.
I support Goodwill because when I donate or shop, I have the power.
The power to change lives.
Go ahead. Make a fashion statement. Demand something more than just ordinary. Capture elegance in every turn and drive with flair. Where beautiful styling is standard. Stop in and take a test drive. I'll guarantee you'll never go back to plain vanilla again. The all-new 2017 Fiat 500, starting at $14,999. Only at Sunset Fiat in Sarasota.
Many of us have a soft spot for our favorite books from our childhood. Authors like Dr. Seuss and Maurice Sendak leave an impression on us, but rarely do we get to enjoy a kid's book that was actually written by a kid. Joining us today is Olivia Byrne, the author of Miranda, Queen of the Marshmallows. Olivia, we're so excited to have you here. Tell us about your book.
So, my book is mainly about this girl, Miranda, and she is a marshmallow, and she's trying to change herself to, like, be a ton of different things because she's not happy with what she is. And then eventually, she'll find out that she is just meant to be the way she's supposed to be.
Oh, I like the idea behind that.
That's a good message. All right, so writing a book is difficult at any age, but quite an undertaking at your age. What made you want to write it?
Well, so in 4th grade, there was this writing competition for like a short story. So I decided to do it because why not? And then that's just how it came along. But I never really knew that it was going to ever get published. So.
Well, the topic is so important. Why pick a topic like that?
Just because I thought it would like empower girls and stuff, because everybody just seems to want to change with a lot of different stuff these days.
Oh, she's
That's a big lesson.
Now, the dedication is to your mom and to your puppy, Snowball. Why Snowball? What has he or she done?
It is a he, but unfortunately, I sometimes dress him up in dresses, I'll admit it.
So you got an award. Olivia, you won an award for this book. So has this inspired you to write other books? Are you planning on another one?
Yes, I am. So my mom and her business partner, she really wants me to do a coloring book, but I'm just like, I would rather write a regular storybook.
And you know what? You have to follow your passion. So what other topics are interesting to you?
I don't know. I might write about my puppy. I really don't know.
Oh, love it, love it.
We are big dog fans here.
Have a lot of your friends read your book, and do they like it?
Yes, a lot of them have. And
how do you feel when you drink hot chocolate with the marshmallow on top? Is that Miranda?
Well,
no, I just don't feel guilty.
well, I had a dream. I read the book, and I had a dream that I actually ate Miranda. But when I woke up, my pillow was gone.
I bet that doesn't happen to you all the time.
No.
So, Olivia, you live in Tampa, and you go to school there. What are the kids in your school? Have they read the book? Are they impressed?
Yeah, they all have, and we're doing this thing where we go to J. Biztown in Tampa, and we have to write these stories, and my teacher, Mrs. A.G., asked me to write about my book being published and like that stuff.
Well, that's really
exciting.
So do you want to be a writer when you grow up?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this is a fabulous start.
She is a writer. Yeah,
that's right.
You're right.
Technically, she is, yes.
Well, we are happy to meet you, Olivia, and actually, all of our viewers can meet you. They can meet Olivia at Barnes & Noble in Sarasota this Saturday, January 21st, at her book signing, so you can get a chance to talk to her about her book. That is from 2 to 4. And next, when we come back, we will get a preview of Ladies' Night on St. Armand's Circle.
Great job, Olivia.
The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. They're my savior. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Could where you live predict how long you live? New research shows your location has a significant impact on your health. Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you the best places to live to prolong your life. John?
Then we should all live to well over 100. Beautiful weather on the Suncoast. We'll have details for you.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Until recently, getting older meant losing your energy, memory, sex drive, even gaining weight, but it doesn't have to.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jenny Wilkins, owner of Age Vital Pharmacy Research and Wellness. Reversing or slowing the effects of aging can be as simple as supplementing vitamins, minerals, and hormones that your body needs in order to look and feel young again. At Age Vital, we do this without taking harmful prescription drugs that often have a longer list of side effects than benefits. Growing older doesn't mean you have to feel older. Age well, Age Vital.
Get the new year off to a great start with safety and peace of mind. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
And welcome back to Suncoast View. If you're just tuning in, we are having a great time today, and we are actually going to be heading into the kitchen later on with Paulette from Spice and Tea Exchange. Paulette, we are about to talk about something great that's happening at St. Armand's, and you have something great happening this week. Tell us about your chef series on Friday.
We have our next chef series. We do them once a month, and we have our next one this upcoming Friday at Savory Palette. $35 a person. There's 4 past entrees, and we do wine pairings as well.
Oh, nice.
So they're a lot of fun, and we're actually almost sold out for this one.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are excited to join you in the chef, but we will be joining you later on in the kitchen. Marcia.
As many ladies know, there's nothing better than a stroll around St. Armand's Circle to shop and dine. And it gets even better on the third Thursday of every month. Barbara Pugliese, ooh, I love that name, of Just Because Boutique is here with a little tease of all the great deals on the Circle for Ladies' Night this month. We're so glad to have you.
Oh, I'm so excited to be back.
Now, how strong is Ladies' Night going?
We're almost at 30 participants, and we started with 6. So
That's
in a very short amount of time, we've grown. So it's very exciting.
So every month, you're saying it's growing.
It's growing. So every month, we have over almost 30 participating businesses, and everyone offers a discount.
We love discounts.
Right. So it's up to like 15% off. Everyone does a little something different, but it's an incentive to come out and have fun with your friends. And
how many stores are participating at this moment?
Well, I think we're 27 right now.
And
so
we
almost
just
30.
saw a list of them.
Yeah, right. And we have
It's
new ones
amazing.
too from last month. So every month we're getting more and more because everyone hears the buzz and has to get in. So
You know
it's
what's
great.
so nice, Barbara? When you're here, you know, you've been coming with us every month. We get a taste of different stores that I don't even realize we're on the Circle.
And that's for me too. I learn every time because, you know, I go to work and I stay at work, so I get to explore the Circle myself
And there's
too.
a lot of new stores on the Circle.
It's amazing.
Yes.
And you brought some examples of some of the items and some of the stores. Let's start at the end.
At the end, we have fresh produce. So it's an LA-based company, and their whole thing is color and prints, and that they fit every type of woman. Comfortable clothing, beautiful cottons, washable, breathable, which which I love. And then they also have accessories that they do, purses and jewelry. They have hats. And what's really cool with their hats is they have a protectant, as my dermatologist is always screaming at me. This is a perfect item for it. So it's not just their clothing
Do they
line.
have one for my...
I don't know. Actually, I think the visor you could get away with, so it would be perfect. But it's a wonderful clothing line, comfortable, and most of it's actually manufactured in the U.S., which I think is wonderful. Which
I love
think
the
is
name. I would think it was produce.
right. You would think it's food, but it's fresh produce. So yeah,
great.
so it's pretty awesome. So you got to check that out. And then we have Just Because, my shop. And I was trying to feature Valentine's because it's right around the corner. And one of my most favorite products are these vases. So they come totally flat like this. You can fill them with water. They take a whole bouquet of flowers in them.
This is brilliant.
It's brilliant.
When you put it on the table, we were all like,
everyone was like,
this bag,
it's
check
the
out
coolest
this bag.
thing.
We are going crazy for this.
And the neat thing that they do is they hire artists to actually design the bags. So they're all designed by different artists. They're recyclable, reusable, shatterproof. So if you're trying to plan that romantic picnic, going to visit someone.
And surprisingly, they're sturdy. It's like,
They're so sturdy. Like these are
not.
filled with water. They can hold a whole bouquet of flowers. And the amazing thing too is they're less than $10.
That's good.
So you're paying for the flowers
more than you are actually
paying
for the vase. And they're just so smart. I mean, it's really a great design with them.
And it looks, you also have some scents and some...
Some scents. This is a great line, Tokyo Milk. I love their scents. The Dead Sexy is my favorite.
I like that
Yes,
too.
the name alone. And the best thing is they have these lip balms, and inside you have kissing instructions. Just in case you're a little rusty, it's going to give you a little 101 on your kissing tips. In case you forget.
Of course.
And what about the towels?
Oh,
in
the
front,
towels.
too?
These are wonderful flour sack towels. This is with a little corgi, which I love. Made in the U.S., but they're just a wonderful towel. And no lint. That's what I like about a flour sack.
And he
so
has
you
a
can
little
do,
Valentine.
And he has a little Valentine's. And then these sculptures that are good for everyone. A mother with her children, family, same-sex couples. So American artists, and just a nice keepsake for that.
Lovely.
And then
move
we
into the next
one.
door.
I know,
We
we're
go to
still crazy about
Foxy.
that bag.
Oh, I know. We have Foxy Lady, beautiful women's clothing store. This dress is so sexy.
Yes, it is.
Great design, and they have clothing for both work, dressing up, all occasions. And what's neat with this is it molds to your body. So after you wear it for about 20 minutes, the heat from your body softens the material, so it fits you beautifully.
Beth, you've worn a dress like
Yes.
this.
So I feel like this is right up
Yeah,
your
Beth would look awesome in this. And then they have wonderful shoes and accessories. Denim is really hot for the spring this year, so I love that. And then we have magic pants. And magic pants.
Explain this. I feel like something I might want.
They have a tummy control panel inside, so we all look thin in them. So everyone should have a pair. You don't need your Spanx for these. And they come in solids and prints, different lengths and so forth. So I love those.
Is there a Foxy Man?
Yeah, I
Because
was gonna say, do they come in
There should be a Foxy Man.
I
and
see the tummy control.
So honestly, you really don't need your Spanx. You can just pull these up, they hold you in, and you look great.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
I am all for this one too.
And you probably need them if you're going to dine on the circle. Some great
Right.
places.
So once you're done shopping,
Yes.
Armand's Place, it's a brand new restaurant out to St. Armand's, only a couple months old, and it's French inspired. So we have beautiful escargot there with a phyllo cup, and then some beautiful sliders. But they shop locally, they shop fresh, which is important, and they're open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So kind of for
great.
all your needs, which is wonderful.
So many great stores every time. And also Spice and Tea Exchange.
And
will be
Spice
part
and
of it.
Tea,
We'll be-
yes,
we'll be able to
Paulette
see
is one of
Paulette.
ours.
And who can go to the circle without stopping at the
Right.
Columbia restaurant? 1905.
But it's such a special place, and it's shopping small and it's shopping local.
And
which
Barbara,
is
tell us how
so
we can
important.
identify the businesses that are participating.
So there's a balloon outside of each business the night of the event. It's 5 to 9, and we also have raffle prizes. So you want to go into these businesses and fill out the tickets and come and check us out.
So St. Armand's Circle Ladies Night is this Thursday, January 19th, and the third Thursday of every month from 5 to 9 p.m. And next, my wonderful Bello has a special surprise for us.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. A somber service at a Port Charlotte church. Family and friends saying goodbye to an Orange County Sheriff's deputy killed while chasing down a cop killer. Plus, the last week of the Obama administration, what the next commander-in-chief is focusing on just days before the inauguration. Let's get a check on the weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob.
Well, another warm day today, Scott. Temperatures into the mid to upper 70s, a few clouds around. Dew point temperature remaining high. That means our overnight lows will stay warm tonight. We're expecting lows right around 60 degrees. We have an east wind at 11, and the pressure is still pretty high, 30-21. As far as rainfall goes, there are a few showers down to our south. That's about it. Not much going on here. If we see anything at all, it'll be a sprinkler or two later on this evening, but most areas, again, will stay dry as a result of a large area of high pressure. Temperatures currently pretty warm. More in the forecast at 5.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
I entered into real estate to help people. I would like to invoke a trust in people that I will do everything in my power to help them navigate the process of either buying or selling a home. Well, I know how stressful buying a home can be. I've bought and sold properties in the past before I was an agent. I want you to be able to trust me to stay in contact with you, be available to you whenever you have questions. My name is Kimberly, and I want to be your real estate agent.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC 7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC 7 programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC 7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC 7. Just search ABC 7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC 7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com.
Wouldn't it be great if you had a sofa covered in fabric that's kid-proof? Now you can! Introducing Kid-Proof by Row, now at Bacon's Furniture. For a limited time only, save 40% off kids-proof sofas at Bacon. Just look for the little green hand and select from hundreds of different fabrics that resist almost anything life throws at it. Some fabrics repel liquid, and all the amazing styles and comfortable fabrics are easy to clean. Kid-Proof sofas, now 40% off at Bacon's Furniture in Sarasota.
Well, welcome back. As senior producer, I'm always honored each time the comic daredevil Bello Knock joins us on the show. But I have to be honest, I also get a little terrified because I'm never quite sure what he's going to do or if he'll stay in his seat. Bello, you're off your chair. What are you doing?
It's ZZ Joey.
All right, so Bello, you have a stunt.
Yes, well, you know, in the past, I've come here. I've done the towering stack of chairs, the dangerous. I've done a couple of different. I'm going to try and do something a little new, a little more dangerous, but it's, can I have this one here, John? Thanks. But this one is of no danger to me. It is dangerous. I got two, no danger to me. 2 chairs. Can I have this one right here real quick? This is John. Give me this.
John Knock.
This here, thank you.
Thank you.
So, Beth, do you think I could ask for your help? Because we're going to show how well of a balanced breakfast you had and basically balance you on this here. On the, we're going to have you be the chairman of the board. Come on over. I promise you, this is of no danger to me.
I knew this was coming. You know?
Did you sign a release?
I did not sign a release. And I was sitting here biting my lip because he said no danger to him.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Thinking, I guarantee
so,
you I'm going to
walk
be
around to the
volunteer.
front over here.
All righty.
I promise you'll be safe. And then you're just going to sit right up here. I'll help you just up here. Can you do that? There you go. Perfect. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. No danger. Now, just swing your feet right over here a little bit.
Okay.
There you go.
On this side?
Perfect. Yes. And now, if you
Should
don't
I bend
mind,
him down?
no, you're totally fine.
Okay.
Can you just watch us sleep, lay back like that? You'll be totally fine. Okay. Now, just relax because what we're going to do is I'm just going to. Yeah, just relax. Again, no danger to anybody on this side of the plank. But Joey, I'm going to hold this up and I'm going to show you. Just here, I'm going to
Look at the
hold this
great
up.
shoes.
I'm going to hold this up here for a second. Let me move this for a second because if it does fall, we don't want her to hit the chair. And you're like, oh, wow.
Wait a minute.
Beth.
Look over there. You don't have to look over there. You can see, like, you are floating. Look, there is nothing underneath here. Wow. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing there. Joey, did I risk it long enough? Here, so let's stand there, bring this back. Here, no, you're fine, you're fine. Just keep it just like that. Here, I'll put this underneath you.
Don't break her. She's
you're
the
fine.
only original host that we have.
All right, now you can sit up and swing the legs over and hop down and take the beautiful big bow. Ta-da!
Bravo!
Fellow,
That was awesome. Thank you.
I
And listen to
appreciate
that. You were in danger. I was in danger, but he's the only one sweating.
I'm terrified. Fellow, it's always a treat. We're still never sure how you do it, but we're happy to have you.
Me neither. I just try him out here. Now I know it works, John.
Oh. Well, when we come back, something that will calm me down a little bit, something a little safer. We're going to talk about a new invention. But Beth, I don't know how you did it.
Not safe. I'm the one that was laying there.
We'll be right back.
How long have we been married, dear? For 76 years. He was kind and generous to me before we married, and he was kind and generous to me all these years. We decided on Meals on Wheels because I was getting to the point where I couldn't do all the things that I had been able to do. We're the Spans. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Start the year off with a great deal during the Start Something New event going on now at Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough and have plenty of power to handle any job with all the comfort you'd expect in a luxury vehicle. And right now, all 2016 quad cabs are over 20% off, with new Ram trucks starting at just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sarasota.
All right, well, I love inventions, so I always try to find fun things to bring to the table. And because of our office, we have kind of an open layout of our office with cubicles. We always joke that we can hear Linda on the phone, or, you know, I'm basically part of Bobette's every conversation. So there's this new invention that I think you'll love. So, all right, if you ever wish that you could turn off the noise all around you, this is a Kickstarter project that can actually do that very thing. The Muso is an acoustic device that detects and suppresses noise using this anti-vibration technology. It has 3 different modes: Serenity, which creates kind of a silent space; Sleep mode, which is supposed to help you sleep by enhancing softer, lower sounds; and a secret mode, which is to protect speech privacy with sound masking technology. That's what I think we might need in our office. So basically, you've heard the phrase, the cone of silence.
Yes.
This creates that, so it will block the noise around you. Do you like it, or do you think it'll isolate you?
No, I don't think it'll isolate me. I already isolate myself.
Or do you have any neighbors? I mean, this is something you would use at home if you wanted to kind of, either have privacy or tune out the rest of the world?
I would do this right here. Put it right here on the
Right
desk.
here. I'd put it between us and whisper.
Hey, you too.
I asked my wife what she wanted for Christmas, and she said, I was in France, and she said, oh, one of those noisemakers. I said, I'll be home in a week.
You are the noisemaker. All right, well, so we like it. It's a Kickstarter project,
Yeah.
and you can check it out. On Kickstarter, it's only $119, so I'm going to pre-order one. But one place we do not want to avoid would be the kitchen. We're going to be joining Paulette from Spice and Tea right when we come back.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. Clowns, trapeze artists, and high wire acts. Now that the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus are getting out of the business, we'll take a look at the future of the entertainment industry. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, no crashes in the area, but traffic is backed up on I-75. This is the northbound lanes right near Fruitville Road. Now over to Bob for another look at the weather.
Scott, things are really quiet here across much of west central Florida as temperatures still soaring into the upper 70s across the region. Now there is a frontal system, a cold front, if you will, stretching across parts of Arkansas all the way down into Texas. That front is approaching, but it doesn't appear to have much chance of making its way here and cooling us down anytime soon. But we are looking at some rain chances starting to increase down the road. We'll talk about that, and also a few showers down to our south right now. Temperatures currently into the mid-70s. More in the forecast at 5.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
I am a veteran. My victory was finding the strength to be a champion.
My victory is having a job I can be proud of.
At DAV, we help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
My victory was finishing my education.
My victory was getting help to put our lives back together.
DAV provides veterans with a lifetime of support.
My victory is being there for my family.
Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
Robotic surgery is changing medicine. The robot has better vision than a human. You can see 10 times better magnification than the human eye, but it takes a human eye to run the machine. In fact, it takes multiple human eyes to treat a patient. We've perfected the team, we've perfected the procedure, and the more experienced the team, the better the quality outcome.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Coming up Tuesday on Suncoast View, we love local products here on the Suncoast, and we're going to highlight the best entrepreneurs and products in the area. The Music Half Marathon is only 2 weeks away, and we get a preview of one of the musical acts. Plus, Money Matters with Richard Stern's financial advice for the inauguration, and Food Lovers Catering is in the kitchen.
And welcome back. We're here with Paulette from Spice and Tea Exchange, and we just can't wait to get into this. I have a great assistant over here.
Yes, you do. You too.
With the knife.
Trust me with the knife.
It's going to be exciting.
Yes.
You've never had sous chefs like this.
Right, I haven't. I haven't. So we're going to do some different appetizers. These are really easy recipes to do with all the different football games and things coming on. So easy things to keep in your house and to whip up last minute. So over here, we're going to do our stuffed jalapeno peppers. And we switched it a little bit. So we've got jalapenos, and we also have poblano peppers. This way, if someone doesn't really want the heat of a jalapeno, the poblano is a much milder pepper.
And Bello is cutting them in half and taking out the seeds.
Did you notice the technique that he's showing here? I'm
technique.
impressed.
I'm making this up. I saw it happen over there. And then you wanted them.
Yeah, so you're just going to stuff it with a little bit of the cheese, and then we're going to wrap it in bacon.
Oh, I'm the wrapper.
You're the wrapper.
Okay.
And then we have all different types of organic, naturally flavored sugars. With this one, we're going to do a little bit of our habanero sugar. So when you put it on top, it's going to help it caramelize a bit, and of course add some different flavors. So we've got our habanero sugar, and then we also have a green chili sugar. So we'll use a little bit of both of those.
So many great sugars.
I
It's one of the
know.
things you've introduced us to this world of flavored sugar.
Yeah, you know, and we always think of them just for iced tea, but there's so many different options. We have a ginger sugar that I've used in stir fries before, so it gives it that sweet and savory taste.
Okay, and while
is
they
really nice.
do that, you have other ideas over here for us. What are we going to make?
So you're going to make 3 different dips.
Okay.
And we brought Greek yogurt, cream cheese, blue cheese. You can use any really different base that you want, sour cream, even mayonnaise.
Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and put some of the Greek yogurt in one of the containers.
Okay.
And I thought we'd mix a little bit of the blue cheese with it, just to add some more flavor to it. And we're going to use our Vicks garlic. Yeah, and you're just going to mix that together and blend all the flavors. And this is the Vicks garlic here. So we'll put some of that on there.
And then mix all this together?
And then mix all that together, and we're going to top it with a little bit of our Florida Sunshine.
Okay.
What is in that spice? It's one of my favorites.
So we purchase oranges, lemons, limes. We peel them in the store, we dehydrate them in the store, turn them into a zest. So we put a lot of love into this product.
Oh, yeah.
We were actually invited to go to the James Beard Foundation in Manhattan. Chef Paul Madison and Chef Chris Cavelli used products from the Spice and Tea Exchange and a Savory Palette. So it was really exciting.
That's
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, just a couple grinds of it, and that's perfect.
All right, those two are having a little bit too much
Yeah,
food
they're
down here.
We're like double the bacon, double the cheese.
So Paulette, in both of these recipes, it's a mix of something that's a little spicy, and then you have a nice combo of sweet. And I like you always pair that well together.
Yeah, and we brought a little bit of garlic olive oil too that you could even drizzle on top, just to add a little bit more of the garlic flavor. Yeah, cheese. You can put that in another section there.
Okay.
And with that one, we're going to add our colonial blend. So again, really easy to get these different flavors and adding one of the blends.
What's in the colonial blend?
Oh, there's red bell pepper, green bell pepper, garlic, onion, sweet onion, sugar.
Oh, wow.
This one.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a nice color too. It gives it like a little pinkish color, which we could roll right into Valentine's Day with. Yeah. Okay, so then we're going to top a couple of these with the habanero sugar. So if you just want to sprinkle a little bit on top, and then we'll do some green chili on the other ones. Oh, yeah, that'll be a nice
Is
gift.
there ever a case that you would
Wow.
Is there ever a case that you would leave the seeds in?
I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I mean, I think if someone wanted them, it would be really spicy, especially with all this habanero sugar. But yeah, it'll definitely.
So Paulette, back
interesting.
over here, but
Yes.
Beth is now getting into the cream cheese dip. So what are you
Is
putting
this
with that?
Yes. It's always right. And then with the cream cheese, we're going to add our onion obsession.
Okay.
So with this one, we've got granulated, chopped. We have a Pinot Noir salt that we put in that.
Wow.
So some really fun flavors to work with.
More because we're going to do a taste.
And Bo Beth always does such a nice job.
And then what now? So as we're preparing the dips, what do you use as the method for scooping the dip?
Oh, you could use any type of vegetables chip, pita chip, tortilla chip. We've got some different broccoli
Joey,
and
the method
tomatoes.
not used is the double dip.
The double
no
dip.
double dip.
Yes.
Well, Paulette, these are great options for Super Bowl. You can check out Paulette at Spice and Tea Exchange and a Savory Palette on St. Armand Circle. You can see her Friday night at your chef series or at the ladies' night on Thursday. Bello and Marcia,
I did a great job.
Oh,
thank
it's
you
been great.
both. I'm going to try some
this
Bo-Beth's
is artwork over here.
Wonder, no, you didn't.
Don't forget to
Mwah.
take some time and enjoy the
Wonderful job.
Suncoast view. We'll see you.
Okay, bye.
I'm gonna get in a little